Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? Alright. DJ's falling. I think I saw gold dropping. I did. Crazy drop. Crazy drop on gold. Wait, why does the mic sound like that? Hold on. Yeah, hello, hello. There we go. Mic sounds better now. Let me switch that to that. I don't know what was going on there. I had the chipmunk voice. How's everyone's morning been? I took a very, very small gold trade this morning. One sec, let me just sort this out real quick. But I think that should be good now. Perfect. All right, we do have some news today. Looking forward to it. Some final GDP. US final GDP in, what's that, 40 minutes? 40 minutes. Alright, that's that sorted. Okay. Alright, let's do some analysis. Yeehaw, Benny, what's good? What's good? What's up, peoples? What's up? I'm gonna start with pound yen because pound yen we don't really trade. I'm gonna give it until the end of the month with GJ. But we're bearish on GJ right now. Broke yesterday's low, broke through all of these supports to the left. Still not really looking for any trades on GJ. Look, it's broke the high. It's pulling back from this resistance. Like I said, not really looking for any trades. Look at this structure on the left. The ranges aren't very clean. 4 hours not clean. It's like a small bullish structure, but it's just not clean. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, but not really looking to take any trades. Got that resistance at the highs. I'm gonna use this support down here. It's like the most taps apart from down here. So I mean, if it creates a nice range, it is creating a nice range down here. Let's see how this closes. Maybe it'll push back up, but yeah, like I said, pound yen, it's a bit written off for me at the moment. Now gold really fell yesterday. Gold really fell. It's a shame that trade didn't work out, honestly, because it was a really nice trade. Yeah, gold really dropped. So today we're currently bullish. you know, we haven't got close to the highs or the lows. We're just in between the candle. So I think gold is just waiting, probably waiting for some volume, waiting for some news. Now, yesterday the trade was based on the 4 hour creating this resistance, the next 4 hour pushing up, then flipping bearish, and then driving back down, breaking the 4 hour low, and then continuing. That was the basis of the trade yesterday, right? I would say I made a mistake on reviewing that trade. I think the mistake I made was just not using the previous candle high as a stop loss because it was too big. I didn't want to have a big stop loss, but I just should have. I actually should have. Where was the trade? The entry was... So entry was about... I think it was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, the entry was about down here when it was breaking these 4 hour lows. Yeah, this was the candle. So gold had, no, this was the candle here, but then the next candle pulled up, broke, hit the daily flip, just above the daily flip, and then we just continued falling for the rest of the session, which was, it's super annoying, but lessons learned. Stop losses are stop losses for a reason. At previous candle highs or lows, I should have just used that and left it. Rosie, I closed over 100 pips, man. See, Rosie had the smart idea. She had the smart idea. She used the previous highs to stop and just let that thing run. So did Gbpjpy. Gbpjpy, it hit all the TPs that she called yesterday, obviously, and more, and way more. And then right at the end of the day, gold pulled back up. So today, looking at gold, if the 4 hour is going to continue this bearish structure, I'm anticipating this current 4 hour candle to close bearish, forming a lower high, and then continuing to pull back like from these highs. Now, where would I be targeting? I would be targeting, let's pull this out. I'll be targeting this previous 4 hour resistance, so 37.95 around here. It seems like a lot. It's about 570 pips. It's really not that much. I mean, yesterday gold moved over 600 pips to the from the high to the low and then back up again. So I don't think it's a stretch. If we can break below the 4 hour lows, like these structure lows, I think gold is going to continue bearish. Right, so we do have, like I said, US final GDP today. So, you know, we could get a drop based on news. We'll break down news in a second and see what how gold could potentially move based on this news. I want to show you something else as well that I saw on this website that I think was a good look. So there wasn't much, we didn't have any proper fundamental news yesterday, but we did have the Feds, different people in the Feds speaking yesterday. And I think that had an impact. Well, it probably did have an impact. So we'll go to market. Now they have this thing called candlestick analysis, which I like, because anytime there's some big moves and it comes out of nowhere, kind of, I go to this. All right, so I'm on the 4 hour. You can check on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. I'm going to look at the 4 hour because I'm not going to do it candle by candle. We had a big 4 hour candle. All right, so we go to the candle. This is yesterday's candle. Says 12 till 4, but it was about, it wasn't the 12 till 4 time. Oh, 10 till 1 p.m. it says. So I'm gonna pick this, the longest candle. All right, so then it explains what news or anything that might have come out that would have impacted gold dropping. So it says gold pulls back after overbought rally as Feds signal caution and USD firm. So remember, USD was going up yesterday, and that was another confirmation that gold was going to drop. So Fed Chair Powell maintains cautious data-dependent stance on further rate cuts. US dollar strength and steady yields cap gold upside. And market digesting recent gains with momentum indicators showing exhaustion. So basically all your indicators were probably overbought, all above the highs. So like the 70s and 80s of their numbers, basically. Which I'm not surprised gold being overbought. It's just been pushing for ages, hasn't it? So that's what that shows. It kind of explains why price moves the way it moves, or why it might have moved the way it moved. And then it just brings out more news and things that have come out throughout the day. So these are the headlines for that. All right, let's look at some news for today. Economic calendar. Let's go to today. And we've got, so we've got durable goods today as well. But GDP is what we're looking at really in less than 32 minutes. And we got jobs as well. So double news today. Fun. But GDP is the main one we're looking at. Here we go. So 3.3 forecasts. And they think it's going to come out as expected. And then it gives you impact. So you get all the details of why it's important. And then impact. So if it comes out higher than forecast, we should get some gold sells. If it comes out lower than forecast, some gold buys. And inline, just ranging basically, or consolidation, or continue. Gold will continue in the direction it's already going. So probably continuing to pull back from the highs until it hits a key level and then continues pushing up. Oh, my delivery's on its way as per usual. Oh, 2 deliveries coming. Great. All right, so gold right now. What's happening? What's happening with gold right now? Gold, we've got some rosy. I like that. The candlestick analysis. Yeah, me too. I think that's one of the things I do like about that site. I think there's a lot of, it does have a lot of headings. So I took the notifications off of that because sometimes the headings aren't even relevant to anything that I'm looking at. So I think they should try to tailor the notifications to, you know, the pairs that you're actually trading, things that, you know, you want to see specifically rather than everything. Because if you look at live news, some of these big headlines, these headlines will just constantly be popping up. I don't know why it's doubling. Look, it's just a lot of stuff going on here. But the trending, these are the ones that are, you know, people click and then it becomes like hot news. And then what's good is you have the daily bias. So for each thing that you trade, unfortunately, I need to ask them how you take things off because I've added ones I don't actually want. I just want gold, pound yen, and then the DXY. That's it. That's the only ones that I think I would use. I don't really care about, I wouldn't have GBP USD, although it's not bad to have, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty dope actually. It gives you targets, upside targets, downside targets. I mean, this obviously needs updating because we've been past this price, 37.50. Downside 36.98.8. If it sells, pound yen 200s. For the upside, downside, pretty much where we're at already. And then it has a little breakdown of what's going on, the impact of each factor, you know, the weight. It's pretty decent. I do go over it in the morning, have a quick look. All right. Let's keep it on the charts. Let's get locked in now. Let's see what we got going on. News in 30 minutes. Phone's so dark. DJ is really falling. Echo, what's going on? What's going on, Echo? Nice gold sales yesterday. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. I actually need to update it. I normally put... I'm gonna try to do a recap on the community notes. And to put that up, you know, got to put the wins, the losses as well as the wins, transparency in that. So I'm gonna add that. I'll add that today, and hopefully today's win, if we get one. So I think I must have been the only one that strangled my stop loss. Kept the stop loss too tight. Gbpjpy. What's up, Ash? What's good? Yo, you can join the Zoom anytime you want, you know, Ash. Let me know. We can get that crack-a-lacking. Could you imagine? So what? Rosie and Echo also capitalized off the sales yesterday. I don't know why I made my stop loss so tight. I just didn't want a big stop loss. That's what it is. Very. I mean, gold just gold came. It literally came up, hit my stop loss, and then just tanked for the rest of the day, pretty much until like what, an hour and a half before market closed. Crazy work. But what can you do, eh? Live and you learn. I definitely learned. Stop loss is just stop loss for a reason, man. Scarface, what's going on? This was quite a drop on gold right here. What's this? 150 pips. 150 pips. Hey, gold sales yesterday straight melted. Oh my god, yes they did. This was quite a big drop, you know. I mean, from what was it, like Asian highs, I guess. 500 pips. I know we were definitely thinking retracement, but I thought it would happen a bit higher up. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, really dropped. I'll be on a Zoom in October. All right, cool. When you're ready, girl. When you're ready. How have y'all been this week? I think it's been a decent week, actually. It's been a decent week. Not been a bad week. Apart from yesterday's little L, which I think I said it's been, what, the second or third loss for the whole month. It's not been bad, actually. It's not been bad at all. Let me go to... see. Oh yeah, I haven't been able to take many trades this week, so apart from yesterday, because I had internet issues. Yeah, last week was decent. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 wins last week. It's actually not bad. Not bad. Also took it L yesterday. Ooh. What were you trading, Scarface? What pair were you looking at? Just got to the charts, quite the H1 rejection. Listen, this candle right here is 150 pips. Big rejection. In fact, that's what I wanted to do. Let's look at what happened during the last US GDP, which was, it'd have been like a couple months ago, because final GDP is like quarterly. Alright, so June the 26th. June 26th. We've been at 1:30. So let's go to 1 o'clock. Oh shoot, I need the 30-minute time frame. Oof, look at that. So the numbers were, forecast was minus 0.2%. It came up minus 0.5%. And gold dropped. So it was bad numbers. And gold dropped 200 pips. 200 pip drop, and then continue down a bit more, and then retrace towards the end of the session, as gold does. Today we're expecting 3.3%. And again, what does market say? Let's see what market is saying. I'm not doing economic calendar. And then we've got unemployment claims, or jobless claims as well. Actually forgot. So higher than 3.3, we're looking at some gold sells. Lower, we're looking at gold buys. Should be interesting. But looking at the 4 hour, I'm looking at the 4 hour. I'm not even sure, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing we could either get some sells and we continue. So like, where's this? If we're gonna continue bearish, then we're creating a lower high right here to continue down. I don't know if it's going to go straight down, but you know, we're going to push, maybe you'll get a little retest and continue down, right? But on the bullish side, you know, we're pushing up, creating a low, and then we're creating another, right, we're creating a higher low to continue up. I'm kind of leaning more towards the sells at the moment. I'm leaning more towards the sells. Maxime, what's going on? You haven't missed nothing yet, man. Nothing yet. Waiting for news at this point. How was your GU sales? Did GU keep on selling yesterday? The GU was selling. Yes, it did. Price was like around here yesterday. Oh, it sold. It came back up and then it sold again. Oh, 1 second. That's the door. Hold on. And dollar index, what's dollar index doing? This must be pushing again. Yep. Okay, DXY still pushing. DXY is still pushing. Like this, even though the dollar's going up, I don't really see it being long term. I mean, if you look at the structure is still quite bearish. It's just a little pullback. Just gotta wait for this news now. See how this news plays out. I don't know what gold wants to do. Now, if this 4 hour flips bullish, breaks the high, I think gold continues up. Like I said, it creates this high low and we keep pushing. And then we hit 3,800 today. But if it closes bearish, if the 4 hour closes bearish, it drops potentially. If it breaks this low, if it breaks 4 hour support, then I think we're continuing the pullback. So it all depends on what happens after this GDP news today. Let's see. That dollar index is very bullish. So I'm getting more sell vibes. More sell vibes. But it's gotta wait now. Wait for that news to drop. The structure on gold isn't really telling me anything. It's like we're bearish here. Well, I'm only counting that. So like if we're sticking with this is gonna continue to be a lower high. Then, you know, we drive through all of this, we come down all the way, but then at the same time we've got a little minor uptrend from here, so we could, it's not very clear right now. Gold's barely even moving right now. Barely even moving. But I think towards the end of the candle, that's when it will start pushing. That's what gold likes to do. So I think that's what we'll see. Let's see if gold pushes as well. We might see GJ continue down. How long we got to this news? 6 minutes. Oh, tapped into that support that I was looking at earlier. Now Pound Yen has a lot of rejection wicks, kind of where it is now. GJ is going to retrace. What's the rest of that sentence? That drop. You think GJ is going to retrace? I mean, now it's created a nice clean range to actually trade through. But I don't really have any faith in Pound Yen doing anything. To be fair, alright, let's see what gold does now. So 4 hour highs, if gold pushes up, breaks this 4 hour high, which is about 100 pips away. I think gold breaks the high. I think if it breaks the high, it's going to continue pushing up. And then I want to see what happens at this 4-hour resistance. So 37.70. I'm just going to make it visible for the sake of the trade, potential trade. But if we come down, where would I want to get in? I want to get in until probably after the candle closes, to be fair, because I want to see how this 4-hour candle is going to close now. And the 15-minute depends on how far it drives down if it does sell. But there's a lot of supports to the left. So I can't use a closure below. I can't use a breakout. It's a bit tough. Oh, just a straight drop. Alright, what are the results for one? 3.8 came out higher than expected. So that should be some gold sells, according to Market Edge. Look where pound yen closing's pushing up from. Yeah, just gotta wait for this move now. So we got good numbers, which should be bullish for DXY. Yep, wow. Alright, so yeah, bullish for DXY is therefore bearish for gold. That's usually how it works. And DXY is pushing, so just gotta look for an entry for these sells now. Gap down, 3 sets of news, mainly green. This could help lead to more gold sells. Yeah, I think gold is going down just based on the DXY and how it's pushing up. This DXY alone, I'm looking for gold sells because it's gone up. Look at this. What a push. Yeah, this is good. Also, the fact that the 4-hour candle has respected the previous 4-hour high. I think we pushed down. So after this candle closes, I'm gonna see how the first 15-minute candle closes, and then I'm gonna see how the 30-minute candle closes, which is also the 4-hour candle closing, and then most likely look for the new 4-hour to make a top wick, break the previous low, and then just keep selling. So that's my trade idea now. Just gotta wait for these candles to close and then jump in on the sells. Yeah, let's check the other news. So look. Yep. Initial jobless claims came out lower than expected. So look, lower than forecast. Also, gold sells. So we should see some gold sells today. All analysis is saying gold sells for all of this news. It's just to get in now. Get a good entry. Yeah, I like the idea. I'm gonna wait for the 4-hour to close. Yeah. Definite. Because what I don't want to do is jump in now. The new 4-hour candle opens. I get, you know, a big top wick, or, you know, obviously it spikes up. I'm in drawdown because of it. And then eventually it goes my way. I don't want to repeat of yesterday, but I want to get a nice good entry. A nice good entry. Come on, gold. Really, I want this 4-hour candle to drive down just a little bit more. A little bit more. Look at the DXY. Look at this. And also pound yen. Pound yen, Rosie's right. Pound yen is probably going to retrace this drop. Look, it's engulfing that previous 30-minute. Yeah, pound yen looks like it's going to retrace and go back up. It's weird because pound yen is more bullish than bearish. It just keeps having these little pullbacks. Very annoying. Doop, 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 doop. Damn, gold. Exactly. Plus with this news and yesterday's daily engulfing, my TP's yesterday's low. Still time and opportunity. Facts. Oof. This is nice. This is nice. Oh, this 4 hours gonna close. It's gonna be a nice close, you know. Even though it's a big push down on the 4 hour, I still want it to push a little bit more before this 4 hour candle closes. Because if it breaks this previous 4 hour candle low, which I think the next 4 hour candle is gonna do, if this one doesn't, we're gonna get a nice drop, a real nice drop. Beautiful, beautiful. We're getting the lower high on the 4 hour time frame. Yes, I'm saying 3,700 today. If we keep selling. 3,700, I was putting it out there, okay? 3,700. 360 pips away from where we're at now. You know, gold can do that. Light work. Light work. What? Oh shit, I missed my delivery. No. One second, peoples. Missed that whole delivery 2 minutes ago. Crazy. Too busy locked in on gold. That's annoying. Where's gold at? Oh, pulling up from the daily flip. It'd be great if gold closes below this support. Also nearly breaking this 4-hour low. Light work, it pushed here on Monday. I want gold to prepare for a slight sell-off. Look at the monthly candle, it's huge. This candle closed on Tuesday. Also sell-wise, daily divergence. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a pullback. Oh, what a donut I am for missing that delivery. That's crazy. And he's early. I can't even be mad that he's early. Come on, gold, drop. This a breakout below here. Oh, it will just line up perfectly. I mean, we have so much time till this candle closes. Gold, where are we pulling back to? Gold. That's it, gold. Back down. So I was thinking of using the 15-minute to get in, but I wouldn't with the support being so close. Kind of want this support to be broken and maybe get a retest. Or if this 4 hour, let me get rid of this because that's what we've got. Right, so if the 4 hour closes below, then I want the new 4 hour to push down. Wait, let me do this again. No, I want to closure below, then I want the new 4 hour top wick to retest the broken support, and then I could get in on that retest and then get the sells all the way down. Do, 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 do. Oh shoot, my bad. Do, 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 do. See what the weekly's looking like. This daily candle really looks like it's trying to flip and drive down. Come on, gold. How big is this candle? It's a decent drop already. 170 pips. There we go. Go on. Break this previous 4 hour low. Don't have far to go. And then once we break that low, I really think we get a bit of a pop. Haroon, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Echo. GJ's coming back down. Is it? Oh yeah. Wow. GJ is coming back down. Oh, GJ just retested Asian lows and just dropped back 20 pips. Interesting, interesting. All good, Mr. News event, I guess. Yeah, but that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I won't say you've missed it, because, I mean, there was no plan to take an entry before the news anyway. But got a good plan for taking a trade after this news, so hopefully that plays out. Look, we're breaking this 4-hour low now. Should get a little pop. Come on, close below. So I'm either looking for a closure below and a retest of this broken support, or the new 4-hour candle, pull up, retest, maybe 37, 38, and then keep pushing down. Either way, I'm gonna be all into some gold sells at some point. I think all news across the board has been bearish for gold, so a push down would be great. Alright, we're breaking these lows to the left. Now, stop loss wise, I think that's where it's going to be a little bit tricky, because obviously yesterday's mistake was just using the daily flip, and price literally tapped the daily flip and continued down. I don't want to make the same mistake again today, but I'm not going to be using the previous high as a stop loss. I'm not going to have a 210 pip stop. That's definitely not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. What's so GU must be tanking as well. Damn. Wow. Okay. Yep. GU's tanking. Not surprised. Dollar index. Dollar's still pushing. Woo. I'm loading buys on GU. Any input, guys? Oh my god. I am GU buys. GU buys. Alright. Explain to me why you're looking for buyers. Sell it to me. Sell it to me. Sell it to me, because I need to understand. I need to understand why you're looking for for buyers on GU. Because I don't see it. What do you see here that's saying buy? Let me know, please, because GU looks like it's melting. Maybe if it respects this support, this 4-hour support, I would have needed it to tap it though, tap the support, and then I've needed to tap the support, the next candle respect the low, and then retrace some of this move. Maybe get a retest of 134 like 2, but right now this you're selling, buying on a big ass bearish 4-hour candle. This is yeah, I don't know about that, you know, not gonna lie to you. Especially look at the dollar index, look at this, look at this. Oh, it's filling this gap. Alright, so gold, we've broken that 4-hour low. For extra confirmation of these sells, I need gold to close below this little 4-hour support right here. 37.38. A gold Asian session high retest in the next hour wouldn't surprise me. Something about that gap down. So let me open my broker. Let me have a look see. Oh yeah, that is a serious gap, you know. That's a 50 pip gap. Oh, Ashley, the voice of reason. Price has dropped into the 133.70 zone, which is a major liquidity area from previous demand. Okay, Maxine, okay. Anybody take the quick buys on gold? When Mickey said it might pop after the lows, my ears perked up. Nah, obviously I didn't take nothing. I didn't take nothing. It kind of, what did it get? Like a little 40 pips. It's good for a scalp. It's good for a scalp. I like a good break of the lows or break of the highs pop. How long we got left? 3 minutes till this candle closes. Where's gold going? It's coming back for this gap now. Thanks, Gbpjpy. Gold's coming back for this to close this little gap. Yeah, just a scalpy on it, right? Like sometimes it can pop and drive down. Sometimes it's just a little quick move. Right, I'm watching this 4-hour candle. Don't want it to leave a wick like the last two. So come on, this closure below 37.38 would be great. It would be great. I need gold to close below 37.48. That cancels out the previous 4-hour engulfing. Where's this static coming from? What notifications do you want to send, TradingView? Dum, dum, bum, bum. understand where this crackling is coming from. I don't like this closure, you know, guys. Not gonna lie. We're closing above this 4-hour support, like just above it. Where did this candle close? This candle closed 3738.8. Oh. I mean, it's a bit annoying. Didn't get the closure below the lower time frame support or the higher time frame support, but we did break the previous low, which is a good bearish confirmation. Might be a 230 entry I'm looking at, you know. Or maybe 215. Definitely still bearish on gold right now. I wonder if I can have 3 tabs. Give me tabs. I want to keep an eye on the dollar index, which is still super bullish. Look at this 4-hour candle right here. What a candle. No bottom wick. Alright, while that's doing that, because I don't have any entries just yet. Let's see if Market Edge AI has done a little candlestick analysis for us. So 1-hour time frame, yep. Alright, so this is the breakdown of the news that just dropped. So US GDP annualized at 3.8% versus 3.3% forecast. Strong economic signal. Durable good orders up 2.9% versus minus 0.5% expected. Positive surprise. Dollar index rose to near 3-week high after the US data. Pressure in gold into sells, yep. Fed officials cautious on front-loading rate cuts despite cooling labor market. So it's talking about the gold sell-off after GDP and durable goods boosted USD, high volume and break below intraday support, reflected risk off flows as traders reduce gold exposure on reduced Fed rate cut urgency. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this is what I'm this is what I'm afraid of. This 4-hour candle doesn't break the previous low and it pushes up and we continue bullish on gold. Or, yeah, I need to wait for, I'm going to only be looking for sells if this 4-hour candle gets broken. So I need this low to be broken here. Because if this support holds, this is quite a strong support here. If this support holds, then we're getting a higher low. So that minor bearish uptrend that I was looking at earlier, now this is typically where I'd be looking for buyers. This is typically where I'd be looking for buyers if gold was super bullish. The 4-hour candle low's been respected. We've come down, we've tapped into a support, we're flipping bullish, and then I anticipate a push up. But these 4-hour candles are pretty big to the left. But let's see. Just want a 4-hour candle now just to make a little top wick. Make a top wick, break this low, and then come down. So very, very tricky price action today. We saying Ash maybe a gap fill before we continue these sells. That's a big pullback, you know. That's like 100 and let's get the measuring tape out. All right, where we're at now, 160 pips. Good old gold. Yeah, it's possible to fill that gap as long as the 4-hour previous high isn't broken, and it's very close. It's very close. So that's, I mean, 4-hour high is what, 61. It's like here. The gap fill is about 55. So like 60 pips in it. I want this current candle, I want this 30-minute candle to close below the support, and then I'm jumping into sells. As long as we break this 4-hour low, I can worry about the gap fill maybe tomorrow. Oh, sorry. So we're getting a bit of a pullback on the DXY. Come on, gold. Echo, sells are coming if this low breaks. Love that idea. I love it. I love it. I think this 4 hour candle, this low being broken is going to be a very good confirmation for some sells when it happens, if it happens. Yeah, look, DXY was just making a bottom wick. Lovely. Once it continues pushing up. Yes, everything seems lined up for sells. Tapping into this support again. That support is wiki. Yeah, it is. The support is really holding. I need this support to break for my sells. Come on, gold. We still got 15 minutes left, I guess. This is where that good old patience comes in. while we wait, has anyone heard of the broker Gbpjpy? This is my first week with them after KOT shutdown. So far so good. They're doing 100% deposit bonus. It's nice. Gbpjpy. I did ask on the stream last week as well when you were inquiring about a new broker. Can't believe these brokers are getting shut down like this. I mean, I can believe it, but yeah, it's messed up. KOT didn't send out an email either. I was a bit upset until Dre told me about the 100% bonus on Gbpjpy. Then I closed my KOT and said deuces. That's crazy. They didn't even let you know. So imagine that same day that you sent in the message about KOT closing, I actually was talking to Naza about KOT closing, about KOT shutting down, and I said to her, I said, is it actually KOT? And I can't remember what she said. So that's why when you put in our chat about KOT closing, she was like, oh, Mickey, they got me. Because I was saying to her, like, I saw a video. I can't remember where I saw it. And they were like, yeah, they were just talking about KOT getting shut down. But it's crazy what's going on. All right, gold. I'm looking at DXY coming down. Big ass top wick that is creating now. And gold pushing back up and holding at this support. If it's going to be a buy, it's going to be a buy, you know. But still 10 minutes left. This would actually be a perfect entry. This right here, based on, you know, the 4 hour, my 4 hour strategy. Where's the low? Based on the 4 hour strategy, this would have been the entry right here. 4 hour candle, respecting the low, tapping into a support, pushing up. This would be the entry right here. But based on the news, so I got a new PC and my friend's buying a new laptop. And she sent me the specs of her laptop and I sent the specs of my PC. And And now she's buying a more expensive laptop to be like my PC. Why are people trying to compete? It's so funny. I got some funny friends, man. Oh man. Oh, we gotta hop on a call. I need to see that PC. Girl, I'm about to send you a video. Let me show you what my setup's looking like. Let me show you what my setup's looking like. It looks better at night time though, because everything's got like colours and stuff. Where you at? Ashley. Check your WhatsApp. And then I got we're upgrading the internet next week as well. Next Thursday. Because you know, we're gamers over here. Gamers and streamers. So my internet can't handle all our devices. Look at gold. Kind of gutted about these buys, because even if gold doesn't, I think it's 67 pips up right now. This is forming quite a strong support here in gold. I don't know if these sells are still valid. So I was looking for at least this current candle to close below. But if we're gonna get a gap fill at least, let's see, 95 pips just to fill the gap. And then if gold closes below this resistance, maybe it comes back down. But like I said, we've got a low here, higher low, and this is creating a higher low as well. Of course Nays has seen it. Come on now. Of course. Of course. I think she was the first person to see it actually. First person I told. She wanted to see the specs. She saw the specs before it even came. And then I showed her the actual thing. Sorry guys, I don't know what is giving this static sound because all my electronic devices are over there. Very weird. Benny, I want to see. Yeah, I'll send it to you, Benny. You can see what I'm working with. Gold is very confusing today. So I'm thinking I want to take sales on gold, but only if the 4-hour low gets broken. Only if gold breaks below 37.30. Yeah, I think this candle is just reacting to this support and, you know, 4-hour top wick. So I'm not really looking to take buys up too far, but if gold does buy and respects this resistance, I think we get that sell down from there. But if it breaks the previous 4-hour high, I think gold is going further up. But I don't want to risk taking, like, if this candle closed strong bullish, I wouldn't take the buys above here up to the highs. So it's a bit tricky. I'm very interested to see how gold 1-hour closes after this push. Exactly. Now, if the 1-hour candle closes strong bullish, I think we might be continuing up a bit on gold. It's going to be a waiting game, man. It's going to have to be a waiting game. It's going to have to wait it out and see. Dollar index is playing games. Dum, 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 dum. I was going to close at the start. I know you didn't officially say it, but thanks for the buy signal. I was going to close at the start of the new 4-hour, but people started calling me, so I stayed in by mistake. Hey, I mean, I like the buys. I did like the buys, you know, I can't lie. That was a quick scalping opportunity there. But I think by the time it actually happened, I wouldn't have been able to call it. I don't like taking trades on stream if I can't give everyone a chance to get it. Do you know what I mean? But that's a move that I've taken quite a few times now on stream. That new 4-hour candle, just that specific behavior, opening, respecting a previous candle low or high, and then getting in. It's a nice move. Now if this candle creates a low, pushes up, breaks this previous high, I think we get a bit of a push up. I think we get a bit more of a push up on gold before it comes back down, if it comes back down. Can't believe I missed that package. What a donut. GJ isn't moving either. Let's see what GJ is saying. GJ is looking like typical GJ right now. GJ's doing GJ things. Oh, look at this too. Respecting Asian lows. All right, gold, you finally dropping. Just looking at the 4 hour, the gold definitely does look more like it wants to sell than buy, because there wasn't much of a push up for this new 4 hour candle on gold. It's not much of a push up at all. Maybe a 3 o'clock candle move. That would be, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Look, 1 hour made a nice top wick. We can break this low now. So for the sells, my target is 36.95. So like between 3700, 36.95. Pull back to like this wiki area down here. Fill this wick from yesterday, break yesterday's low, and then continue down. Look at the daily. Yeah, anticipate a wick fill on the daily, break the low, and continuous pullback. And then I'm not looking for buys today. I'm not looking for buys because of the structure of these 4-hour candles here. I'm not really feeling the buyers, not gonna lie. I'm not. Because even if this support does hold, I'm not really anticipating gold push up too much. But anything can happen, you know, gold, anything can happen. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here because, like I said, I wouldn't be taking any trades until at least the 3 o'clock candle. At least a 3 o'clock candle. But my main confirmation is a break of this 4-hour low for sales. And if I do see any buys, I will be in the Discord. I'll let you guys know. But I mean, the 4-hour would have to break this high, break its own high, and push up, you know. But I think, yeah, I need a proper push down. Looks like gold is starting to do that now. Nice little continuation pattern, but it's into a support. I'm not a fan of those. But daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish. Gold must know I'm trying to leave. It's like, hold on, I'm doing something now. What are you gonna do then, gold? Still 21 minutes till this candle closes. But we have a decent top wick. Oof, 150 pips. Break of this low, 130 pips. Nah. So I'm gonna need a closure below. I need this candle to close below the support. And then if I get into any sells, I'm looking for a retest of 37.34 before I get in. But yeah, 150 pip stop loss is crazy too high. Crazy high. So I'm gonna wait for the new 1-hour candle to open, give me a top wick, then maybe break the low, and I should have a more decent stop loss at least. But I can't use these candles here. I can't use those candles. It's too much. But happy trading, guys. Peace out. Yeehaw. See you later. Rosie. Toodaloo. Yeah, guys, I'll be in the Discord, yeah? I'll be in the Discord. I'm gonna give it an extra 20 minutes and we'll see what happens. Oh, are we gonna break the low? Oh yeah, it's gonna break the low and pop. It's gonna break that low and pop. Yeah, as it's popping, I'm still gonna let it be and come back. Not come back. I'm gonna look for the next candle, the next 30-minute candle now before I take any entries. Alright, guys, peace out. Look at this. Alright, guys, peace.